So we have this link, this commonality of thought on what we're trying to do as far as the leadership roles go in our community. Now, when you look around Western North Carolina, and Asheville in particular, you see the people who are in the leadership roles. When you go look at their resumes, you'll see LA 2, 3, 4, whatever, up through 29, no matter what class they went through, you're going to see these same names popping up.
I started to read through the lists of alumni, and every year saw a lot of these names of people that I admired and respected, and every class of Leadership Asheville from day one.
It was a long time ago that I was in Leadership Asheville, 26 years ago. I was a young director of a nonprofit, and it gave me a chance to get to know people in the banking industry, people who were private entrepreneurs, people in government, people in the healthcare industry, and folks that I just wouldn't have otherwise met.
I have folks that I made connections with that I continue to deal with in my career and in my community service life and my personal life.
Leadership Asheville has given me the opportunity to make a positive difference in my community and within myself. It also helps me to grow my business by partnering with other individuals who share my values.
Over the years, I've had the privilege of speaking to the new classes that have started out in September, and one of the things that I've always told them is the contacts that you make, the networking that's part of Leadership Asheville is absolutely invaluable. You couldn't buy that sort of networking.
There were 39 members within my class. Most of them are so different from my own personality, personally and professionally. But because of that type of diversity, whenever we were getting into our smaller groups, we all excelled.
The programs that we did on a monthly basis were nothing short of amazing. We learned something different every time.
We had a lot of presenters come in who were the Asheville leadership, the names you read in the paper, the people who were making decisions.
But when you go to a class like Leadership Asheville, you experience more about the technical part of it and all the different attributes of a good leader.
Working with teams, working in groups, finding out how various people communicate with one another really helped to put things in a new light in terms of how I communicate with board members, with executive directors.
When I started the class, I had been a resident of Asheville for about 10 years, but there were so many things I didn't know about, and I learned so much about the different organizations, the nonprofits, the cultural organizations, the municipal organizations.
I think anytime you're either in a new position or relatively new to the community, it's always a good idea to get a feel for where you live and what the history is.
After the graduation has occurred, you have something on your resume that you can say, hey, look what I've accomplished.
I've seen a changing complexion of the industrial world out there in the business community, and more of the arts coming in, more of a tourism base than we used to be. What's it going to look like 10 or 15 years? Whatever it looks like. We do know that the alumni from Leadership Asheville will be in leadership roles.
We will be the ones that move along through the ranks of Asheville in terms of leading the community.
You'll make great contacts, you'll learn a lot, and I find you'll become a much better citizen.
I think Leadership Asheville is the best way to make really sound connections in the community, and that can influence your work and your life.